Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have to talk to you guys about something first and foremost before we get started. Mel over at Everything Marmy contacted me and let me know that moving forward she has chose to delete her account. She's got some personal things going on which she does not want to have disclosed. But if any of the followers that follow me follow her, she is doing that now. I don't know what's going to happen moving forward. I'm sure she'll be able to figure all that out. Of course, I told her family is first before any kind of social media. So yeah, pretty bummed about that. But I was more like, okay, you got to do what you got to do, girl. So Mal is one of my favorite accounts, actually. I would listen to her to go to sleep. So I'm just gonna have to find someone similar. I don't know who that would be, but let's get into some things. I was like, okay, I'm going to use the Hobonichi cousin for homeschool, right? I'm gonna do that. Well, if you're new around here in this camp, that's not my main planner. My main planner are my monthly books. If you're unaware of what that is, you could go on my community page on my channel and there's a playlist. That's all of my sections of my monthly books. So I decided I can't use this for homeschool. This Hobonichi cousin does not equate homeschool to me. Hobonichi cousin equates something like this. So I just got bored and did this layout. This is the current layout. These are just the weeks that have passed. And I did this I was on the phone with someone and I was just like, maybe I could do this next week, but I have no idea what I want to do here next week. That's the current date. So this is a July through December and its current date. I put these here from my coffee stickers because they are absolutely so cute. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. Where's that other little eraser? And just erase all of this. It was something where I thought I could do. I think what I'm going to do is just continue to use my oh my gosh, who is that? Main system for homeschooling. I'd always give 2 pages available for that. So if I want to put in a layout for the week, I could do that with daily pages. I've done that before. I was thinking I can go ahead and pre-plan, but then I was like, no, it's just not gonna happen. So I am going to set this up though for next week. So I do have some of these little small, I thought maybe these, no, I'm going to use these. They're super tiny and I could use those for the day of the week. Now, I understand, and this is not aimed towards anyone, that everybody has their own opinion about Hobonichi and the paper and all the stuff, but in my honest opinion that nobody asked for, there's nothing on the market that, for me, that could ever replace the Hobonichi cousin. The Hobonichi cousin is a long, very huge in Japan, which is obviously it's a Japanese planner. And us here in America, I'm not trying to be funny, I don't think we get to critique it. It's like an American planner in Japan trying to, I don't know. Nothing bothers me about the Hobonichi cousin. I think it's great. I like to appreciate planners for what they are and you know what they're made for. And if they don't suit me, I'll find a way to make them suit me if I want. If not, I just keep it moving and do what I want, buy what I want, have fun what I want with what I want. So I don't know. I feel like more and more and more people are just like, Hobonichi, like shitting on the Hobonichi cousin. I'm like, y'all are tripping if you think that all these other planners can compare to that. Like, no. So yeah, obviously with the B6 Slim, which is what this is, you do not get Sunday. And I'm quite all right with that. Sundays, there's really not much happening in my neck of the woods. Also, what do I want to use? Do I want to use up these? Also, I think I want to try to use this as a companion, like I always try to do. But who knows? Who knows? I'm just going to put August in the middle like this because there's no like little deciding things. Is there a first day of school? I thought about redating, like future dating it, which I don't need to. The dates are there, but I do need to add Sundays. But I was like, no, because one thing about me is I'm going to repurpose something. I think I'll just keep August there like that. Let's see, what color do we want to use for dates? These are pretty big. And I don't think I want to use these. I have this big old Mama Jamma here for dates. But I don't think there's a lot of small ones. Yeah, there is. So what I normally do, this is from Mojo Jojo Plans. Somebody had sent me this sticker book. It was the other one that I just showed. And I was like, oh, wow, this is amazing. I had never heard of her. I don't buy in the planner community anymore. I used to always support small businesses, always. But I just don't like to buy dated stuff unless I truly could see myself doing something with it, or I don't know, or have some type of specific intention. Sometimes I'm like, whatever, girl, I'm just going to do what I want to do. But then sometimes I get in my little, like, no, I'm not buying that. For what? So again, I like to call myself a mood planner. I'm really more of memory keeper, journaler than a planner gal. I like putting my tasks. I like the comfort in knowing that my tasks are safe within my book. But like I said, I've been a mother since I was 14 years old, so I don't need like a planner to tell me what my day should look like. I kind of already know. And well, actually I do know. It's just trying to delegate energy and momentum towards those tasks, because that is where I struggle. I can have a plan all day and be like, this is what I plan to do. This is what I plan to do. And I don't do it. Now, I was just doing an exercise. I asked ChatGPT because I was like, I need to understand why I'm not positive right off the bat. Like, I'm just not how come I'm not a positive person towards a circumstance, towards a person, towards a certain thing. Like, I can be super positive to strangers. That's easy. I don't know you. I don't have to deal with you, right? But when it comes to like my family members and such, or like different things that are like right outside of my comfort zone, I'm just like, ugh, what? Like, everything's a bother. Oh shit, that's not gonna work. Oh wow. So I asked ChatGPT and it gave me, or Chad, I like calling him Chad, he gave me an exercise. Basically it was 3 things. It was, what did you do? So what you did, what you noticed, I think I remember this back in school, which is crazy. And then looking forward to. What are you looking forward to? Daily. And then there's like a reframe if you have like issues. There's a micro grace thing. And then there's, I think that's it. But the reframe is, okay, so, you know, I didn't get to do my laundry, but I showed up for, you know, or that's okay for today. Like stuff like that. That's never in my wheelhouse. And it explained I asked it about, I said, I'm a late diagnosed autistic woman with trauma from my childhood. And like, why is it that I cannot seem to be positive first? And so it spat out all this stuff in terms of how autistic individuals and adults process and what that looks like for when you've had trauma. So it's like reframe and then the compassion. So it was like daily check-in plus compassion. I wonder if it's saved on my iPad already. Sometimes it takes a while for my stuff to transfer over to my iPad. It did. Okay. So this is what it looks like. 5 minutes a day, gentle, realistic, and trauma-friendly. And mention that if there's too much of a toxic positivity thing, it's almost like physically hurtful. Because when I was young, and it's so true, my body was always on alert. I always had to, you know, earn like safety. And so it's like, I'm going to hunt I'm going to hunt the mistakes. I'm going to do the corrections first. I'm going to scan the environment first and pick out everything that is wrong, because that's what my brain learned to do. So compassion. So it's 3 small good things that you did, that you noticed, that you're looking forward. 1, reframe. So it's hard and is kind of like, did it save in my notes too? Because I put a whole ton of shit in my notes. Oh yeah, here it is. So you'll do something like, it's hard and I'm finding my way through. That's a reframe. The micro grace is, I didn't fold the laundry and that's okay for today. I'm being kind to myself by making tea and sitting for 3 minutes. So this is the compassion and the action together. Don't overthink things. Even I brush my teeth counts. Pair it with a sensory cue, like a coffee mug, a blanket, walking outside, so your nervous system feels safe. That is what you're trying to do. You're trying to like get your nervous system back to, hey, we're okay. Because, and then mix that with things that have happened to you as an adult, and it's a really nice party. So what I plan to do is somehow incorporate that into my everyday. And I would say I am pretty excited. I'm going to put this in here. I normally don't put a sticker right up in here, but I am noticing that I'm wanting to stay outside of a cover lately. I do want to have this. I want to put like the stuff that's really, really out there and needed. I do believe that a day on a page is not for me. If I miss a day, it'll be day on 2 pages, which I think is more feasible for me. So I didn't do any of that. So I have all of this as notes still. And like I said, I could use, what did I do with it? Oh, this one. Did I take it out and not put it back? What are you dumb? What is going on, girl? I did. I don't know what I did with it. Okay. So this down here is the other weeks that passed that I'm just using to create like little cute mock-ups and just bullshit, honestly. So that is that. Super cute. I think for September, Oh, wait, another thing. So for this little Just Scribbles thing, I was slowly working my way through it today. Like I said, I don't really have much going on. I thought I was going to do the play date. But when she texted me, I was like, no, it's just not going to happen today. And I had to work my way through that. And had I had that little exercise, I probably could have did better, because I was at first like, you did what? And it also was breaking down why I have a problem saying no to my children. And it was just so legitimately like, wow. Wow, wow, and wow. I had to go pick up the medicine. Like, I literally just did that. We came back from picking up medicine. So what happened was, I just made dinner here. So I was doing the routine with Sophia. I was overthinking all of it. I woke up at 5:30, haven't had like rest. So my body is exhausted, but my mind keeps going. That's the beauty of it, right? And so I just sat there and I was on ChatGPT, and I wrote, like, no lie, 10 pages in my Traveler's TN. So we kind of just sat. I sat right here with myself, and it felt so good. I felt from, like, I don't know, in a long time, I actually felt like, this is nice. This is nice. I don't need to, I don't know. I don't need to worry about anything. This is just nice, and leave it like that. And one thing I've always had to do too, I never would, like, if I have somebody ask me a question, it's always, why do I keep wanting to put a coffee there? I already put a coffee there. Ooh, let's put this overthinking. If somebody asked me a question, I always thought I always need to have an answer. Like, an answer is needed right away. And a person just reminded me, when I was having a conversation with them, her response was, yeah, I'll think about it. And I was like, okay, are you not going to let me know, like, and she's like, no, I'm going to think about it. Sometimes you just have to think about it, and you don't need to come back to something. And I was like, you know what? You are absolutely 100% right. So it just felt good to just sit with myself. I honestly feel like a UTI coming on too, and I'm just like, oh, great. I did my 20 minutes. Well, I did my AM walk. And I made sure I did 20 minutes. I am going to do my PM walk. I've done really good with my food. Thank God. I'm at like 1,200 calories right now, and it's about 440. Oh gosh, sorry. So if I want to eat more, I can have the lower stuff, like the Jell-O, the pickle, the cheese stick, the popcorn, the lower calorie items that have a little bit more volume, so I can trick myself. I'm gonna look at here. What is going on here? So yeah, I'm trying to work on my eating, because, man, I can't even speak. My drinking, because I need that for the freaking issue that I'm having. And I was like, I'm gonna drink some cranberry juice. I looked at the cranberry juice. It was like 120 calories for like 8 fluid ounces. I was like, no thanks. I'll just drink water and apple cider vinegar and Tylenol and my D-Manos. So focus on hydration. I need to find those hydration tablets. So this is what I wanted to show you. I had some kind of little sleeve from Foxy Fix. I put them on the front and the back. Okay. So just imagine this tape wasn't there. And I just wrapped the tape around both of these, and boom, an instant cover for my little guy. Yeah, it's just doesn't take long. If I was in any kind of a system that was printed, I definitely would be something like this. A little weekly review stuff and then dailies to follow. The other thing I would do is give me note pages. So that's why I would do down 2 pages and then maybe like 7 pages after that for journaling or commonplace notes. I don't know. All the other stuff like trackers and stuff, it's not really needed for me. So that was that one that I wanted to talk about. And then I was like, okay, one thing I am loving is my Tomo River paper again, the cafe notes in my main book. I don't feel like getting up and getting it. Now I'm having issues because I think I'm tired. It's like crashing hard. I brought out my B6 Slim Moterm. And I was like, what if you just repurpose this, which is the Hobonichi graded notebook. And this would last me for 4 weeks. And here would be the rest. And it would be really good because when I was making this book, it looks like I was accounting for habit tracker, morning pages, prayers, devotion notes, 2 pages, scripture writing, 2 pages, food, 2 pages, home, brain dump, 2 pages, weekly, and then my day on 2 pages. That was my system with my faith stuff included. So what I would do is my devotion notes, and then I would do my scripture, my soap study, but it came into scripture writing. But the thing is I can attribute, like I can put whatever I want on these 2 days. My system is account for the pages every week of what you may want to do. And it's been really steady with my habit tracker, morning pages, prayers, food log, homeschool, all that. So I've got this, and for right now, I'm just going to leave it like this. I've got 2 more weeks in my main system. And if that is like, after I'm finished with that, like maybe when I'm going into, oh my gosh, this is horrible. I've never felt like this. I haven't felt like this in a long time. But, when I'm going into like my last week, that is when I'll probably like for sure be like, okay, this is for sure what I'm using. You know what I mean? So I think if not, I've got all these here. I got a Planner Monkey Co. I've used this and cut it to a week's before. Really nice, really beautiful book. This paper is amazeballs, and I love the grid. I've been hoarding that. And then I've got a Wonderland 222 daily notebook. It's also Tomo River paper. And then I've got that one that I did with you guys. See, I put September, but there is no nothing that could not just pull up and I can put that. Ooh, it's starting to rain or thunder. So anyhow, I'm going to get going because I want to make sure that stuff is charged in case our power goes out, which is really shitty. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you guys, again, I wanted to shout out Mel from Everything Marmy is deleting her channel, or I think already deleted it. And, yeah. So pray for her. Pray for her, you guys, because she definitely needs it. And hopefully in the near future she'll come back, or, you know, I don't know. But in the meantime, in between time, God bless you guys. And I'm really thinking about tipping this week in between, in the just scribbles thing. Hold on, sorry. I know. I always do this. Lately, I've been doing this a lot. It's like I say I'm going to go and I don't. See, this is why you need to pull it out the right way. Do you know what I mean? Like, this could be like pretty planning, or this could be functional. You know what I mean? Over here on the weeklies, I can have 2 weeks before I'm going into the next week. I mean, that could be like a freaking... Okay, just real quick, right? No, let's put it over here. It could be like this. So I would have that, and then pretty planning would be here, and then maybe these would be function. Oh my gosh, I'm just going to leave it in there just in case. Okay, now I'm going. God bless you. Take care. Have a great day.